me. My name is Swati. I'm an executive mums power coach. So basically, I help mums who are executives from a weak pelvic floor to a power posture, a good posture, and everything in between. Really, all the physical challenges that we face as mums. All right, so going back to our topic for today, 5 tips for maintaining a good posture. A lot of us talk about posture, and you might have heard a lot of people talk about how to achieve a good posture. What about if you get into a good posture and then you can't maintain it, right? So, I will talk about how to maintain that good posture that you have achieved. And they're just very easy 5 tips that you can follow at any time. So, starting with the first one, if your mattress or your couch or your chair is soft and squishy, please stop using it. Your chair should give you a support that basically helps you keep your pelvis stable so that when you're sitting, you can actually keep your spine in a neutral position. So basically, in a good posture. Now, what happens if you have a squishy, say, a couch you're sitting on? It's not able to support you very well. Okay, so what will happen is you will have to make some adjustments in your spine, in the muscles around, with the muscles around your spine, in order to keep yourself upright and your spine erect. Okay, so there's additional stresses coming on your spine there, and if this is something you're using on an everyday basis, like an say office chair, or if you're one of those who sit in bed and work, which is not a good idea anyways, but if you sit with your laptop or your book and you're writing while you're sitting in your bed for hours together, and your mattress is not firm enough, or you're not able to maintain a good posture while sitting in bed, which happens with most of us, this is going to lead to a poor posture. So even if you have a good posture, you will be potentially moving towards a poor posture then. Okay, so the second one, oh yeah, so this same thing applies to your mattress, because you're actually sleeping on your mattress for 5 to 6 to 8 plus hours every night. You want to have a mattress that can support your full body in a correct manner. So basically, it's not so squishy that it's getting saggy like it happens with old mattresses, and it is not so firm also that you feel like you're sleeping on the floor. Okay, so it should be a good balance between the two. The second point is, whenever you're sitting in a chair, sit back completely into the chair. So, you know where the back of the chair and the base of the chair meets. So, that this right angles here, this is where your bottom should be resting. Now, if your chair is very deep, you can, of course, put a cushion or a pillow behind your back so that you have enough support to your lower back, right? So you want to sit right back into your chair. And that also does one more thing, is it helps to support your thighs. So once your thighs are supported, you would probably be maintaining your lower body, that is, we talk about the legs and pelvis, in a more neutral position, in a good posture, basically. Okay, so the third point is use a pillow. Okay, so for those of you who haven't watched my video on pillow use, you can go to my YouTube channel. Well, if you like it, you can always like and subscribe to it. But if you look on the through the videos, if you skim through the videos, you will come across a video on pillow use. So you can have a look there. But briefly, what happens is, when you're sleeping, if you're a side sleeper, this is the tip of your shoulder, this is your earlobe. So if you don't have a pillow that supports this gap, then your head is going to tilt to one side. Okay, and if you're a back sleeper, if you notice your upper back, the distance between your upper back and the back of your head, there is a little bit of a distance. If you like draw two lines, one at the back of your head to the back to your upper back, there is a little bit of a gap there. So what happens is, if you sleep without a pillow, you basically tend to go into an extension. So basically your head rolls backwards. So you should always use a pillow. Oh yeah, going back. So also what happens is, in these positions, in this side sleeping, if you're not using a pillow, most probably you're going to put your arm under. So there's a lot of stress on your neck and your rotator cuff and upper back and shoulder muscles. So obviously in the long term, it's going to cause problems, aches and pains and discomfort there. The same applies to when your neck is rolling backwards, because when you are sleeping on your back, you don't want to be in this position. This is an excellent position for you to get compression in your cervical nerves, right? And that can lead to symptoms in the arms and hands as well. So use a pillow. It was a very old school thought, back when probably we were kids, that people said, okay, the doctors also said, do not use a pillow, but that's not true anymore. Okay, the last thing that I'm going to talk about in these 5 tips is one of the most important ones, actually. Try and sit with a back support. Okay, so I know sometimes we have these fancy seatings, and I see a lot of dining tables which have those benches. They look really sleek and cool. But if you are sitting for, I would say, anything more than 20 minutes or so, you should have a back support. Okay, if your chair is absolutely straight or doesn't have that lumbar curve to the lumbar roll to support, you can roll up a towel or a sheet, a big bed sheet. You can roll it up, and or you can just bundle up your sweater, your pullover, and you can put it in the curve of your lower back, so that gives you a support in your back. But do try and sit with a back support. And if you have heard me talking in any of the videos, you'd know I always say our bodies are not meant for static postures, so please get up and move if you're sitting for more than 20 minutes, right? So even if you are doing everything that I've told you, please do get up and move every 20 minutes. However, when you're sitting for, like, you're going to go get up and move and then come back again, please make sure that you have a back support whenever you are sitting. Okay, so preferably a support which is up to your upper back. Okay, so it's with the cervical support, like I have this head support here in the chair. This I would say you could do with or without, but definitely have something that supports you right till your upper back. Like you see my chair here, it does support my whole spine when I'm sitting. Alrighty, so those were your 5 tips for maintaining a good posture, and I think they're quite easy to implement. It's just about remembering them. Sometimes the simplest and easiest things are what makes the biggest difference. Okay, so try and do these. And if you're looking for more tips on posture and how to achieve a good posture, how to maintain a good posture, you can join my free community. If you're watching me on Instagram, the link is in my bio. It just says my community when you click on the link. And if you're watching me elsewhere on Facebook, LinkedIn, or any other platform, I'm going to leave a link in the description of this video, which will take you to my free community. Alrighty, I hope that was useful. Quite a simple video today. So I'll see you guys next time.